Hi friends, good morning. Top of the morning to you. Happy Tuesday. Coming in hot. So today, I have my doctor's appointment. I don't know. I think I've voiced my opinion plenty of times on here how I feel about doctors. Nothing personal, just something that costs so much money to live. I mean, if you don't go to the doctor and you got something wrong, you die. If you don't have insurance, you don't catch these things. I have insurance. That's not what I'm getting at. But my point is like, for people who don't have insurance, for people who can't afford to go to the doctor all the time and then get diagnosed with things and they can't afford the treatments or whatever, it's just astronomical and it's stupid. It shouldn't cost as much as it does for people to just be able to hold on to life. It's ignorant. Yes, there's avenues, but there's also those pockets of people, and I was one of them at one point in time. I went and applied for assistance because I couldn't make ends meet. I needed help. I needed medical care. I needed insurance, and I needed help with food. And I did have a job, but I wasn't making very much. This was, oh God. Trying to math. 25 years ago. It would have been 25 years ago. My mom kicked me out, and I was living in the back of a 96 Ford Explorer, and I had a job, but I only made minimum wage, and I couldn't afford things. And I had some health issues I needed to try to get fixed, and I didn't have money for food, and I was homeless. And I was told that, well, because I have a job, there's nothing we can do for you. What? That makes zero sense. Like, people who actually try to better themselves don't get any help whatsoever. But you can sit at home and do absolutely nothing just because you choose to. I'm not talking about people who have medical issues. That's a different story. But people who just choose to sit at home and refuse to go to work for whatever reason, get everything handed to them. Whatever. So anyways, that's my whole feeling on the medical healthcare system. But regardless, anyways, welcome to today. So that being said, welcome to today, guys. We got a busy day at the shop. I've got my doctor's appointment I've got to go get to. Gonna have them check me for everything. Have them test my blood. Do the whole rigmarole just a once over because it's been since beginning of 2024 since I've been seen by a doctor. My doc has been filling my meds for me, and she probably shouldn't have been. I don't know the rules on that, but she's been filling my meds for me. But I think it's time for me to just go see a doctor. So headed to my doctor's appointment now. Wish me luck. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, eyes crossed, nose crossed, knees crossed. Say a prayer, whatever the case. Everything comes out good. To the shop, I stacked grooms yesterday, and I know the wife is going to be mad at me, but we got to make money. Businesses don't survive unless they make money, unless they're trust funded. Trust fund funded, unless they got somebody with deep pockets funding them, which we don't. We have to grind to make it work, like most of y'all, I'm sure. So anyways, buddy of mine, which I kind of been tracking, I check every once in a while, but a buddy of mine pointed out to me yesterday, we're getting close to 1,000 videos across the channel. That's exciting, is it not? I love that. I'm pretty excited about that. I think we're at like 845 videos right now, or 46 or something like that. And by the time I'm done uploading all the Monster Truck stuff from this past weekend, we will definitely be well on our way to 900 videos. And then we're just 100 away from 1,000, which is exciting. So, close to 1 million views across the channel. We're like 630,000, I think, or something like that. Views across the channel. That's exciting. little update for you guys if you care. If not, that's fine too. But, you know, I'm excited. So I hope you guys are excited for me. This summer, you know, I had plans last summer to do more of the outdoorsy stuff. I don't have a Red Bull this morning. Side note, I want to keep my... I'm cheating a little bit. So I got a Ocean Spray Cran Grape. Top of the morning to you. I forgot my intro. Cheers. Top of the morning. I don't want to pump those numbers up before I go to the doctor, right? So anyways, that deer's still there that I hit. What was I saying? Oh, I wanted to do more outdoorsy stuff this summer. And the last summer I started getting into it, and then we got the business, and then it just changed everything drastically. So, I wanted to do more fishing videos. I wanted to do a cook, clean, catch video. You know, and now, you know, I'm working 6-7 days a week now. Between my full-time job and the shop, and then you dabble in racing in there. It's tough. So I don't know how much of that I'm actually going to be able to get to do. If I can find a groomer that is reliable, and I don't have to be there, then I may just take a Monday or Tuesday to myself for some downtime come summer. And that's going to go along with a lot of different things. It may be fishing. It may be just be hopping on one of the motorcycles and going for a ride. It may be hopping in the Dart and going for a cruise. No plans to get rid of the Bagger. No plans to get rid of the Dart, of course. The ZX12, I keep throwing around the idea of getting rid of it. It is on Marketplace currently. I have tried selling it. I've got 100,000 inbox messages off Marketplace. Most of them are, what's your bottom dollar? I mean, come on. That drives me nuts. It's 5,000 or best offer. Make me an offer. And don't kick me in the balls over it. But nobody's really scratched that itch enough for me to want to sell it. You know, I've had a lot of $3,500 and $4,000 offers. And right now would be the perfect time to sell it because it's tax time. A lot of people have expendable money. But also come spring, I know it, you know, will probably pull a premium. I could probably ask $6,000 for it, you know, and holy catfish. That dump truck almost took out a Chrysler Sebring. Wow. I could probably get a little more for it in the spring. I just don't know for sure whether or not I'm ready to part with it. I did have a guy, and I am in need of a good daily driver, and I did have a guy offer me a very, very nice Audi for trade. But I'm still just on the edge, you know, on the fence about getting rid of it. And I know that sounds redundant because I need a daily driver because the truck just absolutely kills me on gas. But I also don't want to be tied down to one vehicle. I don't want to get my hopes up and then have something happen, go look at it, test drive it, something wrong with it, whatever the case. But my other side of that note is that I know if somebody just hands me a wad of cash for that bike, there's things the business needs, there's things we need, there's a couple bills I need to get caught up on, just real life stuff, right? So it's one of those things that I may not buy a car, or I may take care of those things, the real life stuff that I have to take care of. I may take care of those things and then not have enough to buy a car, if that makes sense. Two of my buddies are like, the bike is the gas saver. It is, but it's not an everyday gas saver. I need something I can just hop in and go every day. And yeah, I've got the truck, but, you know, even if I supplement it, but even still then, the shop. I have a lot of stuff I take with me to the shop. My full-time job. I could leave some of my stuff in my locker. I share my locker with another deputy. And I just don't know how I feel about leaving that stuff. I don't know. It's locked up. It's not that. It's just, I don't know how I'd feel about leaving that there. And if I forget something, I don't know. You know, I mean, I can't have everything I need with me. That's the problem. I need a car that I can just drive every day. Something that's going to be easy on gas, something that's going to be reliable. And yes, while the bike would be a phenomenal gas saver, it is just one of those things that it's not practical for a daily driver. You know, you can't put all your eggs in one basket like that. Not to mention that bike's going to probably get me in trouble. It's, I don't know. You be responsible, Brad. Just don't drive it stupid. Yeah, that's easy to say until you're riding it. That's a 200 horsepower motorcycle that in its time was the fastest production motorcycle on the planet, in the world. It's been surpassed by far now, but in its time it was the fastest production motorcycle. But nonetheless, it's still 200 horsepower motorcycle. And every once in a while you feel the need for speed. So I mean, you got to crack the throttle every once in a while. But anyways, enough of that. Headed to the doctor's appointment, and we're going to see what they say, and I will give you guys, obviously there won't be any immediate updates because I know blood panels take a few days to get back and what have you. You would think with all the technology in the world they'd be able to put your blood in a machine right now and pull all the whatever out of it and tell you got this, and this wrong with you. The only thing I'm worried about was the I can't remember the word. The thing that came up in my urine has something to do with liver function. And I had that, and I hate talking about it because it's so frowned upon, because it's a disease transmitted by certain ways. Needle usage, STD, but hepatitis. I had that needle stick year or so ago. And he was Hep C positive, the guy I had the needle from. I'm about to pass my turn talking here. That's really the only thing that I'm like drastically worried about. I've had my blood tested already. All the tests came back negative, but when I talked about this in yesterday's video, I was searching a purse and I wasn't sure if I ingested meth or not, inhaled it. Because there was a crystally powdery substance in the bottom of this lady's purse. She claims it was salt. It must have been, but I didn't feel right after searching her purse for the rest of the day, and I felt it was the right case scenario to piss test myself, so I did, and it came back negative. But when we put the other little dipper in, one of the things, enzymes, whatever, came back for the that thing in your urine for your liver function stuff. I don't remember what the heck it's called, but anyways, I'm pulling into the doctor's office now, so I will give you guys an update as soon as I'm out. I don't know where to go. I have no idea what building to go to. I'm probably going to have to call him. Let me get in tight here. Take up too many parking stalls here. The lines are faded away, so I have no idea if I'm in the lines or not. But if I get close to the curb, at least I'm close. You know, I can't... I didn't even feel... And maybe that's his intentions. Maybe he's a good doctor in that retrospect. That didn't even feel like a doctor's visit. First of all, it ticked me off a little bit because I sat there for 45 minutes before anybody even came in to see me. So, okay. One nurse comes in, gets my vitals. A few minutes goes by, the doc comes in with another nurse, a different nurse, a trainee, whatever. And starts talking to me, and then we sit there for 30 minutes just talking. Randomly drop in questions. Medical history with your family. You have any problems right now? What are you here for today? Just randomly, you know, and maybe that's how he does the doctor thing. But boy, I tell you what, I'd love to have his paychecks to just go and hang out with patients like that. Because it didn't even feel like a doctor's visit, and he really didn't do anything besides sit there and talk. And I'm sure he's a wealth of knowledge, and he's probably a really good doctor, but to me, that's just like, well, okay, cool. So anyways, I don't have time to go get the labs done today. I've got to get to the shop. We've had 3 dogs dropped off that were scheduled for grooms 20 minutes ago, so I'm late for that now. So I'm going to go head to the shop, and we're going to get started on these grooms, I guess. And when I have time, I have to be fasting for the lab work I have to have done. So it's going to probably have to be Sunday to do that, because I can't not eat and just go and drop in whenever. Prime time would be now, because I haven't had anything but a few sips of this cranberry grape drink and some water, but I don't have time to now. So anywho's in way. Did I mention I don't like going to see the doctor? Anyways, he's from Illinois too. He used to actually live in Rockford as well. 1987 though, so many moons ago. I don't know. I hate doctors. I hate going to them. So anyways, I'm going to head to the shop. I'm going to stop at the bank real quick, get change for the drawer, make a deposit, and I don't know. I'm just my day's all goofed up now for having to go to this doctor's appointment. It's got me overthinking things, and I don't know. Gonna make the best of the day though. We got grooms to do. We're gonna go and get them in. Let's go. Let's get it. This dog you're about to see is in really bad shape, and I filmed some of it, and then I just stopped because I couldn't focus on the dog and the camera. I needed to focus just simply on the dog because of the condition it was in. So you're going to see what I'm talking about here in just a minute. We did get him done. I did, you know, there'll be a picture at the end of this. After picture of him. Just poor puppy was in such bad shape. He's almost 14 years old and just neglected. But anyways, watch the footage. What you doing, Bubba's? What you doing, Bubba's? What it's supposed to look like, what it looks like when you don't take care of it. Before, after. Hi, friends. What a day. That's all I can say. We did a dog today that it broke my heart to see it in the condition that it was in. And the dog's almost 14 years old. It's a little Shih Tzu. You guys would have already saw the video. I started grooming it. It had way too much wrong with it for me to be able to do it in a timely manner, with having other dogs in front of it. If I knew that it was in as bad a shape as it was in, I would have never scheduled it that early in the morning. It was one of the 11 o'clock drop-offs that I was late to. So, I don't know. I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I know there's crappy people in this world. There's fake people in this world, and I know that, right? So, I want to think that people wouldn't lie about things, but you get two stories. The first story was the dog, the lady's groomer passed away, and she just didn't do anything with the dog, just let it go, and he was a mess, horrible mess. My first inkling, I wanted to be like, did the dog's vet die too? It had just rotten goobers and mats all over its body. Eye booger goobers covering its eyes. I mean, that cannot be healthy for the dog. I'm no vet, but I mean, that's common sense to me. I don't know. Completely covered in mats. The issues with the eye boogers just all goobered over the eyes. You guys would have seen the video of me cutting them out. Like, I don't know. And then, I don't remember if I told Kelly to call her and she did, or if she called to check on him. And I told Kelly to tell her, like, look, sorry, he's going to have to get pushed to the very last one for the day because he's just too far gone. He's going to take time, and I've got other dogs waiting, and it's just one of those things. You have to make a judgment call, and I feel I made the right judgment call. Is it fair for him to have to sit in a cage all day? He slept the entire day because he's old. We heard him snoring. He probably missed his people. I'm sure that he did. But at the same point in time, there's no way. And then the lady showed up, and she kind of questioned Kelly, like, is he done yet? And Kelly told him, no, he's on the table right now, and he's working on him, but no, he's not done. And she kind of looked at him like, wow, really? Like, yeah, really. So she's like, well, can I see him? I was like, yeah, tell her to come back here. I'm not letting him leave like this. So, I think I probably rubbed her a little bit the wrong way. Just for the simple fact that, I was kind of harsh about it. Like, the dog should have never got this bad. There's no way I'm letting him leave like this, not for my care. And she come back and she told us that the groomer died a year ago and he hasn't been to the groomer in a year. And then she gives us a story that it was her daughter's dog and her daughter was killed. That may be the case. I don't know. I don't know this lady from Adam. If that is the case, I feel for her. It sucks. But she's got another dog that she said it's in the same condition. So it's like, okay, so I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. It kills me because I don't want to say no to these people, and it's not even the financial gain from it. because it's really not, it actually hurts me. I'm actually losing money if we don't talk about that, because the amount of time it's going to take me, just like today, that should have been an hour and a half, 2-hour dog, and it took me 4 hours to do that dog today. So, you know, like, and I don't care about the money, but for anybody to say that I'm only doing it for the money, that's not the case at all, because like I said, I'm losing money. One dog is taking 2 slots, so it's not that. I'm doing it because dogs shouldn't live that way. They shouldn't live. And the nails on this thing, you would have seen the pictures already. Total curlicue. I don't know, I didn't take an after picture, but I did get it clipped, and I got it clipped down proper. So the dog, you know, I'm sure he has arthritis from the nails being the way they are. It's just not right. And I get it. People fall on hard times, and, you know, the dogs are, appearance is the least of their worries. You know, I don't know. He had yeast really bad in his ears, his skin. We gave him a bath, but, I mean, it really didn't matter, because the yeast on his skin was making him feel grimy. And I feel for him, poor little guy. And he was such a sweetheart. Never cried, never complained, never bit, never nothing. He just sat there and took it. Everything he did. He did not care one bit what we was doing. But, and those are the ones that are hard for me, you know. And like I said earlier, there was absolutely positively no way I would let that dog leave my shop like that, because then I'm just contributing to the neglect of that dog. And, you know, for me, the first thought that ran through my mind was, I should call somebody about this, but I'm not going to, and I don't want to be that guy. She was doing what she felt was right to get it done, and that was enough for me to just let it go. Anyways, all in all, we had a good day today. Doctor's appointment went okay, I guess. It was more of just like an initial meeting, and the doc setting some stuff up for me, so I've got to go and get my labs done. It's different down here. It's kind of weird. Like, the doctor has to put a referral in for you, but you don't set an appointment. You can literally just walk into the ED and the emergency department and just say, hey, I'm here to do some labs, and they run you through them, which is weird to me, because up north, you have to have an appointment, you have to plan for it, you have to fast, which you still have to fast, but he said you can go whenever. So I'll probably go knock that out Sunday morning. So today's my Sunday, tomorrow's my Monday, back to work tomorrow. It's my long week, unfortunately. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week. I don't mind working Saturdays, working 4 days in a row for the county, but it sucks because I lose that day at the shop, and I am an integral part of the shop when it comes to the finances. When I'm working, we make a lot more money. You need money for a business to survive, so it sucks when I can't be there on one of my normal days that I would be there. But it is what it is, you know. Anyways, appreciate you guys as always. You know the drill. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll do a video next Monday. No more videos this week. Just keep an eye out for... There will be videos, but not new videos. Well, there are new videos. We're posting the monster truck stuff. Slowly but surely, I'll get all the monster truck content posted in raw form, and the Quad Wars Racing posted in raw form. I've been doing them. I think I've only uploaded 2, but been doing them in singles. I was thought about putting all the monster truck stuff together, just raw footage, and then all the Quad Wars stuff in raw footage, and put it into one video. but I haven't done that. I think I'm just going to keep posting them so that way people can only watch what they want to watch. If they only want to see the monster trucks and see one specific monster truck, like watch Outlaw, you can watch the Outlaw. You want to see T-Rex, you can watch T-Rex. You want to see Quad Wars, you can see Quad Wars, and it's all just individual videos. So, anyways, appreciate you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.